Race number one at Caulfeild is the Dixon Victoria Handicap over the 1100 metres, and I've got Earth God on top. I think this horse can definitely win here for the Freemans in having its first race start. The inside draw, I think it will be beneficial to his chances. Can find the rail and looks a really good chance. John McNeil returns to race riding, 56.5 kilos. Gets some weight off the other two, well, big guns in the race, being Maleficent and Blue Renegade. Maleficent for second. It was a good winning in Sydney, winning his maiden in Sydney, and obviously brings the SF form. Blue Renegade will be up on speed for a long way, and Interest Point was very good winning its maiden at Mornington, led all the way there. But I think Earth God just has that little bit of X factor about him, and I'm happy to have it on top. Race number two at Caulfeild is the next payments benchmark 78 over the 1600 metres, and I'm with my Xanadu here. I think if this horse will go forward, and with Linda Meach in the saddle, it's near enough guaranteed on a good thing here. Finding the front, we're in a race where there's not much speed. Stylish is the only other one I think can go forward in the 7-horse field. Back the horse that's going to be in the right position and hold the rail. So yeah, I think my Xanadu was good winning. It's made at Geelong, fought hard last start, and I think to a race that's technically back in grade here, I think can win. That was from its maiden. It was 12 to 1600 metres. So having the 1600 metre run under its belt, it has the good grounding for its next 1600 metre start, which it gets here. And Linda Meach going forward on it, I think it'll be hard to beat. Stylish for second. Ran in the Mornington Guineas a couple of starts ago, was very good. Surprising and Ginger Sweet next best. But I'm with my Xanadu race 2, 25 to win. Race number 3 at Caulfeild is the Vale Rod McQueen benchmark 70 over the 1400 metres, and I've got Alcana on top. Now, I think it's clearly between Alcana and Princess Raya, but I've gone with Alcana. Just has that little bit of a weight pull. I know it's got the wide draw, but it'll go back anyway, and it'll be storming home. And it was very good in defeat its last two, and prior to that was good winning, and I think can return to the winners still here, and I think 550 is a great price. Princess Raya comes down from Sydney, brings the good SF form. Third up might just need one more, where Arcana's fourth up, but I think can run a really good race. Subliminal for third, will be running well, and Queen of Tuscany for fourth, but I'm with Arcana in race 3, $15 to win. Race number 4 at Caulfeild is the Berettas Langwarren Hotel benchmark 78 over the 1100 metres, and I've got Heart of Glass on top, and I think that this horse is the best of the day here. I'm very keen on Heart of Glass. Gets in below the minimum by a half kilo. And it's just stealing weight off them. He's the best horse in the race. For Jana Kennedy's claim will be charging home, and I think can definitely win. Jewellery has good form coming down from Sydney, third up and hard fit. The Heart of Glass has the weight pull on that runner. Alvarino, the Tasmanian, comes over for Imogen Miller. Freddie Kersley takes the ride, though has to carry the weight, and here comes the star. Is fit, but they needs to lift. I'm with Heart of Glass in race 4, and I think it's going to be very hard to beat, carrying below the minimum weight. My best bet of the day, 40 the win. Race number 5 at Caulfeild is the GMH Fire and Safety Australia benchmark 78 over the 1200 metres, and I'm with Buse on top. I think now this horse gets a significant jockey upgrade. Third up, hard fit, wide draw. Don't know if it was comfortable being on the inside of runners last start. Never got a crack at them, but this start will on the outside, and I expect it to be storming home. Buse is $5.50 and Oracle Sun's $26. The horse that narrowly beat him first up, and this just shows you what the market thinks of who can win and who can turn they're siding with Buse to turn the table in Oracle, so I don't think he can do so as well. Ballinger for second was a cracking run last start, storming home, hard fit, though has been up for a while. Harry Coffey takes away from the outside draw, could find himself a long way back. Is It Me is a good horse, and third up can run a race, and Mars Mission coming down from Sydney can run a race, also though has to carry the weight, but I'm with Buse on top here. I'm confident he can get the chocolates for Damien Lane and finally break through for another win. Race number 6 at Caulfeild is the Manhari Metals Handicap over the 1100 metres, and I've got Keep Reading on top. It was a big win first up, dominated up on speed, and I think can dominate again here. Doesn't look a lot of speed in this race. with most of them going back. Extreme Flight's the only other one that can go, probably will be going forward. And they're carrying the same weight, and they have similar draws. So I think Keep Reading will find the fence first, and with that advantage, I think it's going to take a lot of beating here. And the half-length defeat to Cumin looks pretty good now, considering that horse has gone on to be a Group 1 winner. So I think Keep Reading can definitely win. And the price Bloodstock horses, when they come over from South Australia, have been proving hard to beat. Lose Some Win More, winning a couple of weeks ago at Flemington. Ashford Street's an old marvel. He's a champion, even for a 6-year-old. He's going really well now in the hands of Tom Dabney. Extremely Lucky comes out of the Goodwood. Bit outclassed there, though. His first up win was dominant. And for Pseudo, was disappointing last start, though. If he can turn his form around with the weight, I think he can. And is over the odds at $16, but would need a few things to go right to be winning this, and he needs to get his mind on the job. But Keep Reading for mine in race 6, $20 the win. Race number 7 at Caulfeild is the ERN Jensen Funerals benchmark 100 over the 1600 metres, and I've actually got highlights on top. Now, I'm confident enough on this horse, considering I think it'll be going forward and be up there with Dashing. Dashing can be the bunny to follow, and with hard race fitness off a screaming home run last start, it said back me next start. Comes here with the lightweight. Beyond Baker wouldn't be here if he didn't think he could win. Craig Newitt sticks a horse that can go forward, and the jockey isn't too bad at riding front runners. I think that Highlights can prove hard to beat. Jimmy the Bear was a cracking run last start, storming home into Adelaide, and does look hard to beat here, but has to carry the weight to do so, and Highlights gets a big weight pull. St. Lawrence, I thought would need another run. It might just be just lacking some fitness of the rest of them, and Monomac for 4th. But I'm with Highlights in race 7, 25 the win for the Baker Newitt combination to combine for a win. Race number 8 at Caulfeild is the Thoroughbred Club of Australia handicap over the 1200 metres. And look, I've got Pivot City on top. Finally living up to the potential that he showed earlier on in his career. Winning dominantly at Sandown under an absolutely grip, a vice-like hold from Blake Shin. Obviously, Blake's up in Queensland riding, so it's Damien Lane taking over. It was good last start, running 3rd behind Skybird, and Damien Lane's ridden the horse before, so he should know what to do. And I think from the draw he'll get back, but he'll be storming over the top of them when some of these are getting tired, either through not being fit enough or just not being good enough. And I think Pivot City can definitely take the chocolates here. Lovely looking, comes out of the Adelaide Carnival, and can run really well for Andrew Gloss and Craig Newitt. She's all shenanigans. If she put her mind on the job and put her best foot forward, she could give this a real shake. Inside draw for Geordie Charles and Simon Zara, and Icarus right down in the weights for the 3-year-old gelding, having had the 2 career starts. And I think can run well. There still needs to live to be competitive here. But Pivot City for mine in race 8. I think it's the class runner, and I think we'll be making a mess of them. Race number 9 at Caulfeild is the Logical Staffing Solutions benchmark 84 over the 2,000 metres. And my second best bet of the day comes up here. And it's Merzen. I've been with him each Australian start. He ran a cracker. It's first Australian start. Ran a cracker last start. Damien Lane in the settle here. Barrier 5, I think, is perfect. And Stalk be in a winning position, 1,800 up to the 2,000 metres, the extra distance which he's looking for. I think he's hard to beat and can take the chocolates. Tressetti on the week back up, I think, can run really well. 3rd up for Jai McNeil, for Paddy Payne. Has been in really good form, and narrowly those 2 defeats have only been on the bob, so has to be considered here. Party Princess, again, is another one coming from the Adelaide Carnival, but draws wide, though, has the lightweight. And for Vegeta Sand, probably you'd have to argue is one of the better horses in the race, that pays for it being of the way it's carrying, and is only 3rd up. But at $17, I can see him running a race and be storming home late. But Merzen for mine in race 9 at Caulfeild, I think he can definitely win it. Second best bet of the day, $30 to win.